You hear me? Good afternoon and welcome to WACA-TV, a presentation of Ashland Varsity Baseball. The Ashland Clockers will take on the Norton Lancers on a late afternoon from Ashland Middle School. I'm Jacob Padula alongside my partner George Tubin. Big game for Ashland, second day in a row they've played, lost yesterday to Westwood, and Chris Braddock on the mound. How do you feel about that?
Well, you know, Chris is always solid. You know, he's always the guy to rely on. He's a little bit of a tough season this year, but he's a baseball player through and through. And I think, you know, if you want somebody up there to try to get a win, you know, I'm not saying the other pitchers aren't also as tenacious, but you know, I love seeing Chris up there on the mound. Gives the team a lot of confidence. Yeah, we got a little bit of a late start here. One of the umpires didn't show up. And then the umpire that did show up was the field umpire, and he decided to go to his car and get his plate umpire gear on. And it looks like he's going to umpire the game solo. And you know, maybe at some point the other umpire will show up. We'll get a field umpire, but not ideal circumstances for a high school baseball game. You always like to have two umpires. I feel like I'm, you know, in AAA ball here with one umpire behind the plate, but we'll make it work.
Yes, it makes everything a little bit harder. But Braddock will be making his sixth start of the season. 2-2, a 2.87 ERA, so not bad, but not Chris Braddock good, as what you'd expect from him. And he'll face Jack Reagan to start it off, batting .400 on the season.
We'll go. You know, we're 10 games into the season, and we have 10 games to go, so we're literally halfway through. So every player here has an opportunity to improve their you know, pitching, improve their hitting as we get into the meat of the season now.
A Tri-Valley League small opponent. A 1-0 from Braddock is a strike.
Chris looks very comfortable up there starting the game. He looks just very relaxed.
I think that's a big part for him, is staying relaxed, because you're going to face base runners, you're going to get runners in scoring position. You need to stay focused.
Agreed. He is facing one of the better hitters on the Norton team, so it's good to see him buckling down like this.
It's ahead 1-2. That's a shot into left field. LeMay goes back and he makes the catch. Good swing there from Reagan. 1 out for Braddock.
Yeah, good job there. Ball was, LeMay had to run back a little bit to his right, but wasn't too difficult of a catch, and he just took care of it. Exactly what he needed to do.
Braddock will now face Ben Price, the best hitter in this lineup, batting .400. He's got 3 of their 7 total extra base hits as a team. Also a great pitcher. He immediately lines one into left field on the first pitch. He sees. And a 1-out single for Ben Price. Didn't wait around at all.
No, he just jumped right on that first pitch. It was like a fastball, like on the high side of the middle of the plate, and he just ripped it right through the hole. A little bit high, I think, for anybody to catch right there. It was a good line drive to the outfield. Chris has done a great job, too, of keeping runners on first base, being a lefty pitcher. I think he has a couple of pickoffs. I mean, you've seen more games than I have, but he's got a great move to first base, and hopefully, I expect the Norton team would know that about Chris.
But Norton, a team that does run, and they run efficiently. Many of their players have not been caught stealing yet. That is just outside. It's a ball and a strike to Ezekiel Ferraro, batting .207 so far this season. He's driven home 7 runs.
I think Price on first base is also one of the leaders in Division III for stolen bases.
As Bradica will check on him. Yeah, he's in 10 games, he's stolen 8 bags on 8 attempts. So a big job behind the plate today for freshman Owen Guerrero. Usually we've seen Ryan Pasalacqua behind the plate, but Guerrero will get the go today. 1-1, swing and a miss.
Jacob, have you seen any putouts on steals? I haven't seen all the games, so the few I've seen, I haven't seen a throw down the second.
I honestly don't think I have seen a single putout from either side, you know, in games that I've done without you. It's been a lot of pass balls and not a lot of opportunity to throw it. But I don't believe I've seen anyone get caught stealing. As Price will go here, and that one's grounded into left field, a base hit. So Price will hold at second. And a base hit for Ferraro. Back-to-back singles after a quick first out.
Yeah, Price was going. He would have had that base, I think. He got a great jump there. Good timing on it. Didn't really have to jump because he would have been to second base anyway, but now we end up with runners on first and second with 1 out.
For Adam Caldwell, batting .324. He's already scored 12 runs this season. He's been one of the best hitters other than Price in this lineup, and he puts one into left field for a base hit. Price gets the windmill. He's on his way to the plate. The throw is cut off, and he is in there.
He's in there.
An RBI single for Adam Caldwell, his 6th RBI this season, and a quick start for Norton. They lead 1-0.
Yeah, now, but I guess the cutoff was the right way to go. I think it was a straight throw to the plate. He may have, I think LeMay has a pretty good arm, but we got called for the cutoff, and he hit the cutoff, and it was a very quick turnaround. But I think just the time it took was impossible to get the runner out.
That's a strike to the lefty Logan Irish, batting .143. He's 5 for 35. He's been one of their better pitchers on the mound, but he's yet to find it at the plate. Again, Norton's a team batting .250 as a team. Solid number, but only a total of 7 extra base hits. So we're seeing early on them just pepper the outfield as that one's over the head of Connery and into left.
Just over the head. I mean, the runners held up because they thought Connery may have a beat on it. If he was able to jump 3 feet in the air, I think he would have got the ball, but it did go over. Now it looks like Coach Messer's going to go out and have a little talk with Chris.
5 batters and 4 singles. The only out they have was a pretty hard hit line drive into left, so it's been a bit of a slow start for Bradica, not really finding it.
No, it was. I mean, that last hit was maybe a foot away from being a line drive out to third base. The other, it was a couple of hits just went through the middle of the third baseman and the shortstop. Could have been to one of them, and ground ball would have been an out, but just the ball's not falling favorably for Ashland right now. The bases loaded with 1 out here to start the first inning.
First pitch is a strike.
Whatever Coach Messer said, it seemed to work.
Yeah.
At least for that pitch.
It's Caleb Luzon at the plate. 214 so far this season for him. That is upstairs. A ball and a strike.
Yeah, that was close. I think he just outside the top outside corner on that one.
So Ferraro's on third. Adam Caldwell on second base. And on at first, Logan Irish. That one's outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bradica's walked 13 batters in 24 and a third innings pitched coming into this. So not an extremely glaring amount of walks, but I feel like more than you'd expect as he gets a swing and a miss there.
Nice pitch there. A couple of pitches up high and outside, then he goes low with that one. I think he gets to the batter looking up and then comes down low. It's a good mix of pitches there. Making 2-2 with bases loaded.
2-2. That's upstairs and the count is full. A walk would force home the second run of the inning here for Norton. Bradica needs one.
Still only 1 out, so the runners won't be going. We'll have to be a little bit cautious here.
3-2. Got him looking. dropped in a beauty.
Yeah. I don't know if that was a curve or a changeup, but the ball just came in and looked like it was high and then dropped in there for a strike. Great pitch by Chris.
John Salem will bat next. He's also batting .214. So 2 outs and the bases loaded here for Norton. That's upstairs. Norton coming in on the season 4-7, so not on paper, not a tough team. Clockers 6-4 on the year. That's upstairs.
The 7th batter of the inning here for Norton. Nowhere for the runners to go except for home.
And Bradica behind 2-0. And that's ball 3.
I predict the batter will be taking all the way here.
You'd assume. Bradica's thrown over 20 pitches here in the first, and he walks in a run. A 4-pitch walk to John Salem, a non-competitive at-bat as Ferraro crosses the home plate. So it's 2-0. DJ Compagnon, 192 on the year.
I think Chris has to just get some strikes in, let the batters swing at it, let his fielders do something.
He throws ball 1 to start. Here comes the 1-0. Oh, he drilled him. Fastball.
That was right in the middle of the back. I felt that one.
You could hear it.
That one hurt me.
Yeah.
I tightened up. Batter seems to be a tough kid, though.
He'll feel it later.
Him at all. Yeah.
He's going to get that one later.
Yeah.
Right on the back. So it's 3-0 there. A walk and a hit by pitch to bring in the next 2 runs.
This is the last batter of the order here.
It is. It's Evan Ingram. Batting .67. He flies it into straightaway center. Back goes Ian McCoy, comes in and makes the catch. So Bradica will leave the bases loaded, but not before the damage is done. The Lancers score 3 in the first, and they lead it 3-0. Here come the Clockers.
Well, it's only the bottom of the first inning, so we got a lot of playing to do. And Ashland has showed they're able to put a lot of runs on the board. So I think in a lot of games they've scored 10 runs or somewhere in the double digits. So this team can definitely hit. Be interesting to see what happens next inning. I think we'll see potentially Chris back out there, on a short leash to see if he can kind of settle in and be the Chris that we expect. But the Norton will be back to the top of the order again.
And yeah, Ashland comes in a loss yesterday in Westwood, an 11-inning game, a 1-0 final there, lost on a pass ball. So obviously, got to be feeling like that was a bit of a letdown. You play 11 innings, you hope you can come away with a win, especially on the road. But unfortunate defeat last night, so they're looking to get a bounce-back win here. It's not going to be easy though.
No, yeah, that was a tough game last night. But Westwood is a good team. They're ranked number 3 in Tri-Valley League. I think they have a pretty good ranking. We were talking earlier, the MIAA power rankings just came out this week. And Ashland, I didn't realize, is actually in Division 2. I think last year I thought they were D3, but now they're D2, and Max Prep shows them as D3, but MIA is the one that really matters. And they're ranked number 18 in Division 2, which is really actually very good for especially being a D2. Top 32 teams make it into the playoffs, 10 games into the season. So, if they keep playing the way they're playing at the beginning and stay where they are, they'll be in the playoffs. And of course, they can move up and move down a little bit. But the showing is very good so far.
They do not have a tough customer, or they do not have an easy customer on the mound. It's Ben Price, a lefty. Very hard fastball. That's what the scouts have said. A 171 ERA so far this season.
Yeah, Ben Price is actually the #1 pitcher on their team, along with being the #1 hitter on their team as well.
Yeah.
He's batting .438, so he's double trouble out there.
It is an interesting note that as a team, Norton has given up 67 total runs, but only 27 of those runs are earned towards their pitchers. And for Ben Price's sake, he's given up 18 runs in 16 1/3, but only 4 of those 18 runs were actually earned.
Wow.
So could be a defensive thing for this Norton team. And we'll see if they make some errors today that can help Ashland. And obviously down 3-0, you'll take anything you can get.
Absolutely. That's why coaches are always saying, just get the ball in play.
Yep.
Try not to strike out, get the ball in play, especially, even the MLB level you can get errors, but, especially at this level, much higher chance of errors. So get it in and see what happens. So Ashland does have a pitcher warming up. I don't know if that's to take over in the second inning or to be there just in case, but
it's Finn Connery, sophomore over there. Ollie LaRoe will lead it off. 240 so far this season for the first baseman. And he'll take a strike.
Ollie with a new bleached hair due out there. I don't know when that happened, but it did happen.
That's a ball. 1-1.
He's a good-looking kid, so he can carry it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Looks good no matter what he does.
Here comes the 1-1 from Price. That one's spiked there, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Outfield playing a little deep here.
2 balls and a strike to LaRoe. He smacks it on the ground to short. Nice backhand there. And a long throw is in time. That's the shortstop, Salem.
Very good play there by the shortstop. And the ball was sharply hit. He watched the ball very well coming off the grass, caught it in the bounce, and had a great throw over to first base.
So now Chris Bradica will bat for Ashland. Lefty for him. That's a strike. Bradica so far this season batting .500 with an OPS above 1,400. He has been phenomenal, as advertised. Behind 0-1 here. And quickly down 0-2.
Yeah, Chris's batting average, I think he's top 10 in batting average for Division III, which is extremely impressive.
As he swings and misses out in front, and a 3-pitch strikeout from Price.
Yeah, lefty going against lefty there makes it a little bit more difficult. Again, early in the game. Schreiber up now.
Schreiber will foul that one off to the right.
Crushed that ball foul.
Schreiber's batting .306 so far on the year. Base is empty. 2 away here, bottom of the first. Here's the 0-1. Just chops it into the ground, 0-2.
The first pitch was a hard fastball. That one looked like a little bit of an off-speed. So the first one he was a little bit late on. Second one he was early on. Let's see what happens with the third pitch here.
Price looking to get the Clockers 1, 2, 3. Here's the 0-2. That one's down the right field line. It'll go out of play.
Very controlled by Price here. I think most of his, since the first batter where we've seen a couple in the dirt, every ball has been right around the strike zone.
And Ashland's a team that likes to work at bats and work the pitch count.
Yeah.
But Price looks to be going right to work here, forcing Ashland to get uncomfortable. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Schreiber. That's strike 3. Got him looking. Schreiber thought it was inside.
He did. A little step back move. Thought it was inside, but a fastball right on the corner or the side of the box there. That'll be it for the first inning. We still remain 3-0. Norton up on the Clockers.
2 strikeouts.
Chris is going back out to pitch the second inning, but as you said, we had Finn Connery warming up, so I think he'll be ready to go if need be. See if we can get Chris to settle down here.
A 25-pitch first inning for Bradica. 3 earned runs, 4 hits, and a walk. And we talked about earlier just settling in, and that's obviously what he has to do here. Because when your starter can only get you a couple innings, that taxes your bullpen. Especially when you had Jared Grumbum go 8 innings yesterday. You had Schreiber pitch a couple. He might be available a little bit, but there's not a ton of options of guys who have pitched this year for the Clockers. It's really been Schreiber, Grumbum, Bradica who's pitched the most, and then Connery and Clark have thrown a little bit.
Right.
So that's why they rely on their starters to go deep.
As you said yesterday, with Grumbum and Schreiber pitching, those two actually have, statistically anyway, they're the 2 better pitchers on the team. They have lowest ERA and likely unusable, like you said. Michael Schreiber may be available a little bit, but
that's a strike. It's the top of the lineup, and Jack Reagan leading off. He lined out in his first plate appearance. That was the calm before the storm last inning. That's upstairs.
That was a close pitch. That looked to be very close to the first pitch he threw, that kind of top outside corner. He's trying to figure out the strike zone here a little bit.
And got an umpire who was not expecting to be behind the plate, as that's a strike. He went around, and it's 1-2.
Right, the umpire came in thinking he was going to be in the field.
Yeah.
So he's got to get his mind into the game as well.
Ball and 2 strikes from Bradica. That's a line drive to short, and it's by the glove of Schreiber and into left field. So a leadoff single for Jack Reagan. And they have got 5 hits and 5 singles against Bradica.
That was another really close ground ball to Michael Schreiber, just out of his reach. Or kind of bounced in a weird way that he didn't expect and made its way into the outfield.
That's Price who grounds it. Nice play by Clark. Do they get the out? They don't.
Calling him safe. The throw over was just a little bit out of the reach of Michael Schreiber coming in the second.
So Ben Price will reach back-to-back base runners. We'll see if they give that a hit or an error there. Might be a fielder's choice. They'll call it an error. I was going to mention Ben Price, lefty on the mound, righty at the plate. Fun fact for you, there's no current MLB players who bat righty and throw lefty. I saw that this morning, and it applies here to Price, as they'll show bunt, pull it back.
It's an interesting stat.
Right?
Yeah. See it the other way around all the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys who bat lefty, throw righty. Lefty throwers, especially position players, much less pitchers, are very tough.
Ollie LaRoe.
Ollie LaRoe, exactly. Ferraro will show bunt again, pull it back. He's 1 for 1 as well. Had a single his first time up.
Interesting here. Now, most of the games we've seen Jared Grumbum playing second base. And today, Clark was in, and I don't know if the error is going to get charged to him on that throw. I don't know how much practice he's had over there at second. It was a sharply hit ball, just a little bit off on the toss there. I thought it was likely to be a double play, but
Jared Grumbum did inform me pregame that he would not be playing in today's game. So don't expect his name to be called, as that's a great bunt. LaRoe slides and makes an excellent play. And the throw to first is in time. But a good job by Ferraro. He gets both the runners into scoring position. So it's second and third with 1 out. couldn't ask for a better bunt there.
No, laid down a perfect bunt, but it was also fielded wonderfully. I mean, LaRoe came in, as you said, came in on the slide, picked the ball up. Clark came over exactly the way he should to first base. Perfect throw, perfectly on time, and so from a fielding perspective, it didn't lead to more problems like sometimes bunts do.
So it's going to be Adam Caldwell at the plate. RBI single his first time up. He was part of that strand of hits against Bradica last inning. Has a chance to bring home a couple more runs here. Corners in for the Clockers. Here's the first pitch. A good pitch, strike one.
Interesting the coach called for a bunt this early in the game to get the runners in scoring position, especially given how successful they were in the first inning. They didn't put the batters up. All these batters have been getting hits. Why not let them hit?
Ooh, that's a strike. Looked a little inside.
Yeah,
Caldwell definitely thought it was inside as well.
I thought he was going to hit him.
Yeah.
With that, it was so inside, but we'll take the strike.
0-2. Big spot here for Bradica. He would love a K. Pops straight up on the infield.
That's going to be
Schreiber will call off Clark, and he makes the catch.
No chance of doubling up on it or tagging up on that.
A good job from Bradica there, so he gets out number 2. And then we come back to that bunt there. A guy who was 1 for 1 with a single. You get that first out on the bunt, and now you got 2 outs, and you need a hit to bring home these runners.
Yeah.
Logan Irish is 1 for 1. He's 1 for 1 as well. Single his first time. That one gets away. Here comes the run, and it'll score.
Yep, no throw.
Reagan comes home, a great read. It barely got away there from Gaero. But Norton will add on as Price gets down to third. 4-0 Lancers.
Irish at bat is actually the second best pitcher on the team in terms of ERA. And he gets to relax today, he doesn't have to pitch.
Yeah.
He can just concentrate on being up at the plate.
He'll foul that one away, a ball and a strike. So the pass balls have become a little bit of an issue. Lost yesterday's game on a pass ball, and a run comes in here with 2 outs. And, ball didn't get too far from Gaero, but a great read from Reagan to come sprinting home. And they seem to be a very good base running team. As that's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Irish.
2 outs, yeah. Clockers really need to go. I want to see any base hits here, turn it to a run or a pass ball.
1-2. That one's popped up out of play, past third. We'll do it again.
Today's weather's actually not as cold as I thought it was going to be during the whole day. Like a really raw day, but actually it's it's not too bad, like a mid-50s maybe.
It's been the most pleasant game that I've done. It's always been windy or rainy or cold. That one gets away from Gaero, but he'll keep it close enough. Another ball spiked there from Bradica, and it's 2-2.
Great job by Gaero keeping that ball in front of him and keeping his eye on it. Excellent play. He saved a run right there for the team.
Yeah, and the pair of the duo of freshman catchers have both played very well behind the plate. So that one's grounded past the mound. Clark will get it, and the throw is in time.
Just in time.
What a stretch by LaRoe. And that saves a 5th run from scoring. Good job from Clark.
I love watching. I remember Ollie LaRoe on first base stretching out like that when he was in just single A ball. He was stretching out and doing splits. So if anybody's going to get his arm out there, his glove out there to get that ball, it's Ollie. And what a time, Thankfully, all that practice paid off on that one play to get the out. It was very close.
Seems like Norton uses a pitch comp. I know we talked about this a few games ago, but this one I'm 90% sure. He's got something coming out of the ear and attached to a pack on the back.
It is a wire coming out of the ear and a pack on the back, so that is...
That has to be, right?
Yeah, I remember you did think that one of the catches had in the previous game, but then we determined that maybe no,
Yeah.
and it really wasn't. But this one is.
This one is. Ooh.
See what kind of a difference it makes here.
Yeah, it's interesting for the, you know, obviously you can't like look at signs if you're on second base. It prevents that from happening. Right. A lot of times teams can, you know, relay signs from the catcher if, you know, if it's a fastball or off speed coming. But it's hard to do that when you've got some earpiece in.
Right.
So the Clockers will have 4, 5, and 6 in the lineup. They went 1, 2, 3 in the first. It'll be Mermelstein, LeMay, and Connery. Last time I was here, Mermelstein versus Wayland came in as a pinch hitter and walked it off with a sac fly.
Nice.
First win at home for the Clockers this season, a big one.
Yeah, Merm's a good power hitter. We got lefty, righty, I think, going up here. So, you know, good job of coach mixing things up in the lineup as well. Yeah, Merm's a strong kid. He's a power hitter. He could, if anybody in the team could get a home run, which the Clockers have not done yet this year. I mean, this field is very tough to hit a home run on. It's a very long field, but even when they've, you know, traveled to other fields that are more reasonable, they're one of the teams that don't have a home run on the season. But my prediction is if somebody's going to get it, it's going to be Merm.
Yeah, I think second to that would be Chris Bradica,
Well,
the two lefties in the lineup. So watch out if you're parking your car out there in right field.
Yeah, I remember Chris hitting a home run in Stone Park when he was like 12 years old. And
I remember. I remember. Never thought anyone could hit it out there.
No, I was very impressed. I thought he was going to hit the house, which
yeah.
was tremendously far away, but he did it.
So Ben Price had a 12-pitch first inning. 2 strikeouts. Mermelstein will lead off, batting 200 so far this season.
Lefty on lefty here.
And here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss. He was behind on that fastball. And this looks like the best fastball we've seen out of all the pitchers we've been around for.
Yeah.
Comes the 0-1. That one is up and in. Ball and a strike.
A little off speed there. Goes to the inside after going to the outside. Yeah, Price seems to have just amazing control up there.
As he gets another swing and a miss, as that was actually, it looked like a tip there. So it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that pitcher's in the lower outside corner. He's really putting his pitches all over the box here.
Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He gets his 3rd strikeout. 3 of the first 5 down via the K. Non-competitive at bat there.
Yeah, a smart pitch by Price there. You know, he had 2 strikes and he went, I think that pitch may have been a little bit out of the zone down the bottom, but as a hitter, you have to go for that. But he throws a great fastball, and it's tough to catch up to get your bat on that ball.
As Jake LeMay takes a close pitch for strike 1. LeMay's had a good season so far, 286. A guy who didn't start as a regular in the lineup, but because of slumping hitters and just the way it's gone, he's snuck his way in as that one skied high down the first base side and out of play. So quickly, 0-2. Price has got ahead of, I believe, every hitter he's seen.
That foul ball almost hit the Ashland parents, all huddled over there on down the right field line.
Nothing in 2 here to LeMay. Price delivers. He went around. Ball gets away. Oh, the catcher fell down, and LeMay is safe. The ball dropped. It is a little bit wet. It rained earlier. Adam Caldwell had trouble fielding it. He hit the deck, and then the throw, I believe the first baseman, that's Ezekiel Ferraro, tried to tag out LeMay, and the ball was knocked out. So that is the 4th strikeout, but it will be a base runner for the Clockers.
On a strikeout.
On a strikeout. So the first base runner against Price. Here comes Connery, another lefty-lefty at bat. He punches one to third. What a play there. They get 1, And that's all they'll get. A really nice play by Evan Ingram.
Yeah, third baseman. That was so sharply hit. He just got in front of it, stopped the ball, and went right to second base. Perfect play. Very sharply hit ball there by Finn.
Finn Connery will, or no, sorry, not Finn Connery, just batted. Grady Clark will bat. Fourth lefty to face Ben Price. 2 outs. Here comes the first pitch. That's a ball low.
Come on, Grady. Let's go.
A little bit, it's going to be hard for base runners to steal bases here with a left-handed pitcher.
1-0 is a strike. And it seems like Connery, although he grounded out, it seemed like he was sitting on that fastball there.
Yeah.
And you can bet that it's going to be a strike and it's going to be a hard fastball because that's what he's done to pretty much every hitter he's seen. As he'll check on Connery over there.
Go 9. Hey! Here we go 8. Here we go Grady. Hey Clark, let's go kid. Hey Grady. Here we go Grady.
5 lefties in this Ashland lineup as Clark will chop one to second. High hopper there. And it's fielded at second base. And that is out number 3.
Yeah, nice job there by the second baseman. The infield, they've done a lot of work on it. I think it's overall in good condition, but balls do take funny bounces in here. And that one took a couple of bounces. The third bounce just went straight up. Second baseman did a good job playing it and getting out at first base. Well, Ashland's getting the bat on the ball, so I think, from we're at least moving in the right direction, I think, here, Jacob.
Yeah, but for Ben Price, after a 12-pitch first inning, 11 pitches in that second inning, despite giving up that base runner on that strikeout. So he technically got 4 outs, if you think about it, and only 11 pitches. So Bradica's right back out there. Didn't really have a lot of time to, get settled on the bench. And we're heading to the third.
Right. Well, second inning was, definitely better than the first inning. So let's look for a continued improvement as we make our way along in the game. Expect the third inning to even be better than the first and second.
And Bradica's already thrown 20 more pitches than Price has thrown, the same amount of innings. He's thrown 43 of them. That run last inning did not count as an earned run because of the error on the toss at second base.
Right. Top of the third already here. Looks like the rain's going to hold up and we'll make it through this game.
Caleb Luzon will bat first. He's 0 for 1. He's the lone strikeout victim for Bradica so far this afternoon.
For those watching, the second umpires never showed up, so we unfortunately do have a game with only one umpire.
As that one's skied high out of play.
Way back out of play.
And quickly 0-1 for Bradica as he gets ahead. Nothing in 1 to Luzon. That's outside. Ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. That one's lined into center field, right at Ian McCoy, and he makes the catch. Barely had to move for it. And a quick out number 1 for Bradica. That's a good 3-pitch at bat.
Yeah, Ian walked up to that ball the way I walked from the kitchen table to the sink to get a drink of water. It was just, tremendously easy for Ian out there. Or he makes it look easy.
Yeah. John Salem will take ball 1. His first at bat drew a walk and brought home a run. Seen 5 pitches, 5 balls from Bradica. So he'll chop that one to third. Bobbled there by Connery, but he picks it up and throws to first. 2 quick outs for Bradica, as Connery did a nice job keeping the ball in front.
Yeah, good job by Finn there. Just you need to get in front of the ball, knock it down. You may catch it, you may not. But great arm by Finn over there. He's not a large, stereotypical large third baseman that you think about, but he's got a great arm, and he went literally across the field on a rope to get that out.
Swing and a miss by DJ Pagnon. That's outside. He's hit by a pitch his first time up. Also brought home a run there. Looks like he has the captain's patch there on his jersey. So he takes a strike.
That ball looked low.
Did look low.
We'll take it.
Bradica will take it. 1-2. On only his 9th pitch of the inning coming up. Here comes. That's upstairs. Counts even at 2-2.
Chris deserves a 1-2 through the inning, so let's.
2-2. Ground ball, that's fouled on the third base line.
Yeah.
Just missed the bag.
Just missed the bag. Umpire, of course, has a great view on that down the line. This line is actually straight today, which is nice to see. They must have put a rope on it.
Yeah.
There's a little swiggle or something going on there, but it's a little bump at third base. But other than that, I think it looks pretty good.
2 balls, 2 strikes. That's outside and high, so the count is full. 9-hitter Ingram waits on deck. Bradica looks to have his first scoreless inning. 3-2. Just missed for ball 4.
Just he went with the off speed there, but the ball didn't. I don't think it dropped the way he was hoping it would drop right at the end there.
DJ Compagnon has reached base for the 2nd straight time. Hit by pitch and now a walk. That'll send up Evan Ingram. He's 0 for 1. Top of the lineup would be next for Bradica to face. First pitch is a high strike.
Very short lead over there on first base.
Yeah, DJ Compagnon is 3 for 5 on steals so far this season. He's one of the few guys who've stolen a handful of bases that has been thrown out.
I was taking a little bit longer of a lead over there.
And
back again.
Bradica will throw over again. It's 0-1 here to Evan Ingram. Had that nice play at third base last inning. Here comes the 0-1. That's a fly ball into center field. McCoy comes on and he makes the catch. Had a couple nice catches here in the 3rd. Bradica will leave a man at first as we go to the bottom of the 3rd, 4-0 Norton.
I think he should go over and thank the Norton bench for hitting balls right to him, which is always nice.
Yeah.
I mean, he's quick and he's got a great range, but so far the balls to him have been. For him anyway, for me they would have been tough, but for him they were, cake. But I'm sure things will change as we get further into the game. So that was nice. We had a no-run inning there for Ashland.
And we'll see if they can
Norton.
They can get the bats going against Price. He's thrown 2 scoreless with 4 strikeouts. It'll be Austin Turncliffe, Ian McCoy, and then back to the top with LaRoe. Only base runner for Ashland so far has come off of the pass ball on the strikeout.
So we have the 8 and 9 batter for Ashland, right?
Yep.
Did you say that?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I should pay attention when you talk, right?
Don't even worry about it.
I already forgot about it. Get the scoreboard working here, which doesn't happen all the time, but is happening now, which is nice to see.
Yeah, last couple games, I don't even know who's controlling it, but we'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I wonder who the mystery scoreboard person is. Oh, so one of the coaches are actually doing something. Always nice to take digs at coaches. Right? Great coaching staff here.
Definitely.
So coming out, we have Austin Troncliffe, who's a junior.
Yep.
Righty batter.
Yeah, more lefties than righties in the Clockers lineup today.
Yeah.
With no Grumbum playing. Ian McCoy, who bats ninth, will hit from the left side as well.
Yeah, a little bit of advantage then to the lefty pitcher.
Definitely.
Facing Ashland, because you always have a slight advantage going to same side batters. So
yeah, that's why in the majors you often see a lot of guys who aren't all-star caliber lefties get platooned for with righty batters.
Right.
When lefties are on the mound. But we'll see how it goes in the third against Price. Turncliffe will ground one to first base. Ferraro will toss to Price, and he's out. And Turncliffe does not agree with that. It was a close play. Ferraro looked like he wanted to take it to the bag there, but Turncliffe was hustling down the line.
Yeah, Price got right there in front of him. I think he was going to go to the bag himself, and Price came down. Great job by Price, though. I mean, for a pitcher to have the wherewithal to race over there that quickly, for a high school player was the right thing to do. It turns into an out.
Now Ian McCoy on the second pitch of the inning grounds it to second, and the throw is in time. Capagna at second base. 2 pitches and 2 soft ground ball outs for Ben Price.
I didn't realize how fast McCoy is. I mean, I just saw him fly down that line. He's speedy. Great job by the fielders to get him out, because he was
grimacing after walking to the dugout there. He's holding his hand. Don't know if he hit the ball in the bat in a bit of an uncomfortable place.
Yeah,
a lot of times that can sting a little bit.
Yep.
Hopefully he's all right. As it's 2-0 to Ollie LaRoe, who bats for the second time. To get to the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 1.
Finally back to the top of the lineup. That's good.
Yeah. It's only the 5th pitch of the inning for Price, but it's 3-0.
This looks like a rerun of the first time Ollie was up, where Price seemed to go low, got a lot of balls down low and in the dirt. He's just kind of pitching them the same way.
Here's the 3-0. Ooh. Tough strike there, and it's 3-1.
That was a good. Price has a great fastball.
He does. 3-1 to LaRoe. That's strike 2. About the same place as that last one.
Yeah, just hitting the outside edge there, right down the middle on the outside edge.
That's outside.
Yep, low and
so,
away.
First 2 batters were out on 2 pitches. LaRoe works a 6-pitch walk, and that'll bring up Bradica here. Second base runner for the Clockers. The first real mark on the stat line for Price. His first walk.
First walk. I think Chris struck out the first time.
He did.
Gets a hit here to keep his 500 average.
As LaRoe will dive back into first. He's the guy you know can get you going offensively. That's ball 1. Price's pitch count, 32 pitches. Looks like he could go all 7 here, easily. Here's the 1-0. That one's spiked, but a great stop behind the plate by the catcher Caldwell. And he'll go to talk with Price here, as he's thrown some balls in the last couple at bats.
A smart move there by the catcher running out, and the coach ran out too when he saw the catcher running out, just to have a talk with Price right now before things get away from him, settle him down, get his head back in the game. And he's playing a great game so far, so very smart coaching and play there by both the catcher and the coach.
Bradica ahead 2-0 with LaRoe on first. Here's the 2-0. It's a ball, a close one, and it's 3-0.
So just hit the bottom corner there, just outside of it. Inside of it.
Price looking to avoid back-to-back walks here in the third. Here comes the 3-0. Is a strike, bit inside there.
Looked exactly like that. I don't double guess umpires at all, but that looked exactly like the previous pitch from here.
Yeah, we have seen a bit of some inconsistencies in the strike zone, which happens. They're human. As he check swings and fouls that one to the dugout. And now the count is full. So Price looking to battle back here and avoid walking his second straight man. Ashland benches up. Trying to get something going.
Good pitch.
3 balls and 2 strikes.
LaRoe
will go. And it's ball 4.
It is ball 4.
Bradica will walk, so after 2 pitches and 2 outs, the top of the lineup, first 2 batters walk. Michael Schreiber will dig in. Back to the pitch column, I believe the coach who went out to the mound there has some sort of earpiece on his left ear, which might be able to also communicate with the pitcher and catcher and hear what is coming. Schreiber's 0 for 1. First pitch. Sharp grounder into center, a base hit. LaRoe gets the wave, and he will score. Ollie LaRoe comes across on an RBI single from Schreiber. Didn't waste any time on the first pitch he sees.
I'll have to check the tape on that, but that was a weird line drive. It almost looked like Price was going to catch it. It looked like it was going right into his glove, and he pulled his arm back a little bit and allowed the ball to get out there. I don't know if it's just an illusion from where we're sitting, but
coming in deep from right field is the second umpire in this game. Walking up to first base.
Just casually walking.
Just an hour late as Mermelstein takes a strike. So he lost his home plate duties, obviously, as the home plate umpire lets him know how many outs there are.
He casually slips in as if he's been there all along.
1-1 to Mermelstein. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, with Bradica on second and Schreiber on first. Speaking of home runs, Mermelstein is the tying run, so home run could knot it at 4. Price hasn't given up any this season. And if anyone was tracking the hits, the no-hitter is over after 2 2/3. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Mermelstein still just trying to catch up to that fastball.
Yeah, Price has it's a very impressive fastball he has.
One ball and 2 strikes. This is Price's longest inning. 19th pitch coming up. 1-2. That's a ground ball foul down the first base line.
Sharply hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Price seems to do a really good job, but it gets ahead in the count like this, 2 strikes, 1 ball, 2 balls, to be able to, to kind of paint the outside edges of that strike zone and get batters to go for pitches.
1-2. Swing and a miss. An awkward looking swing from Mermelstein. He's down for the second time this afternoon, and Price will leave a couple clockers on base, but they do get their first run and first hit of the ball game. 4-1 after 3.
Yeah, it was a smart pitch there by Price, knowing he's ahead on the count. Batter's protecting the plate. Let's put the ball somewhere out of the zone that's going to make it very difficult for the batter to hit, especially with his fastball. His fastball is hot enough to get on when it's in the strike zone, but when it's low like that or on the outside, it's almost impossible, and that's exactly where he puts it. So, you know, he's got great command, and he's also very smart, you know, with his pitch placement.
Yeah, and for Price on the season, only he's pitched in 4 games and totaling 16 innings, so about 4 innings on average. So you wonder if things start to unravel as he gets into, you know, not even the later innings, but just as he gets past the first time through the lineup, if guys start to sit on that fastball. And, you know, we've seen that fastball look great, but the off-speed we've seen only a few times. It hasn't looked like anything crazy. So
right. Yep.
You wonder if Ashland is finally starting to figure it out, as the first time, or the second time through the lineup, the start had some really good at-bats.
See what happens in the bottom of the inning if your prediction or suspicion maybe comes true. But he does seem to be serving up, you know, just a big healthy dose of fastballs. But all over the place. The one thing he's able to do with them is place them all around the strike zone, which is you know, it's the same pitch, but it's in all these different locations.
And Norton will have the top of the lineup up for the 3rd time through. It's Jack Reagan. He's 1 for 2 so far.
Where's Chris now on pitches?
He's thrown 57 through 3. But in a much better 3rd inning.
Yes, yeah, the 3rd inning really helped. I was at the top of the lineup, so
it'll be Reagan, Price, and Ferraro for the Lancers. Spradica gets back to work. Now a 3-run deficit after the Clockers got on the board the home half of the 3rd.
Norton bench comes alive here to start the inning.
That's ball 1.
Reagan has the 2nd highest batting average on the team, so
10 for 25 coming into it as he takes a strike, and it's 1-1.
That just hit the outside edge.
Spradica working quickly. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Nice off-speed pitch there, huh?
Spradica's ahead of Reagan, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So looks to get his 2nd strikeout of the afternoon. Ground ball to 3rd. Connery to his left. Fields and fires a bullet to 1st. And another nice play by Connery there in the hot corner for out number 1.
Good, you know, good contact there by Reagan, getting the ball into play, but great fielding there by Finn over in the corner, as you said.
So the pitcher Price will bat next. He's 1 for 2. As he takes a strike, he's scored a run in this game.
That pitch right on the outside edge again.
Here's the 0-1. That's upstairs. Ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike. That off-speed just missed. Here's the 2-1. That's a good fastball, even at 2. Norton bench has some energy this inning.
They do right in our air here as we stand behind the plate here, a little bit nudged over a little bit to the Norton side.
So the count is full here to Ben Price. Here comes from Spradica. It's a ground ball again to 3rd. Connery took a little bit of a weird hop, but he still gets it over there in time. And that is out number 2, both ground balls to Connery.
And Finn Connery putting on a third base fielding clinic over there for any of the younger players watching.
Take notes. Ezekiel Ferraro will dig in. He's 1 for 1. He laid down a sacrifice bunt his last time up as he takes upstairs. They did get a run, but after that sac bunt, but didn't work probably as they had hoped.
Yeah, would they have generated more runs if they
Let
allowed him to hit away?
As he hits that one into right,
It's not going to hit the
Turncliffe
gap. No.
will make the catch in a 1-2-3 inning for Bradicka, a much needed scoreless inning. And the Clockers will look to get the bats back up there as they trail 4-1. Home half of the 4th coming up next.
Good jump by Austin Turncliffe there. As soon as that ball left the bat, Austin was in motion. And it wasn't easy. He made it look a lot easier than it was. The ball was sort of hitting to the gap a little bit short. And Austin just moved very quickly to get himself there to make it look easy. But it's only because it was a really heads-up, good, quick play by Austin out there. Price is back, as you'd expect.
He has been very solid.
Yeah, the way he's gone so far, as you said, you could see him going all 7, given his pitch count, given the command that he has. Let's see how things progress as we get deeper into the game.
It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for the Clockers. LeMay, Connery, and Clark.
Clark is only down 3 runs here, and bottom of the 4th. We're still not even halfway through the game, or just halfway through the game.
Yeah, and they had some great at-bats last inning, so looking to build off that.
Yep.
Work the count.
And now we do have 2 umpires, so not that we've had any very extremely questionable calls, but definitely less likely to have some questionable calls out on the base path with 2 umpires out there.
Yeah, I think it's pitch comm. Yeah.
Yeah, a little unusual at the high school level to see the pitch comm being used, but you'd expect to see it.
I think it's fascinating, honestly. I mean,
It is.
It's. I feel like being able to use it as like the catcher, you feel like way cooler than the other catchers in the league who are just throwing down signs.
Yeah, that's so primitive.
The technology has become such a big part of the Major League Baseball and the minor leagues, and it slowly trickles its way down to college and then high school. This pitch comm has been around for a few years now. It's been fully implemented into the MLB.
So what's your prediction when we start to get instant replay and we have batters and pitches protesting calls?
I feel like it'll be a long time before we get that. As LeMay takes upstairs, he's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. A couple lefties after LeMay will face Price as he flies that one into left, going back on it. And Luzon makes the catch. Good swing.
Good swing. It's hard to tell just how deep. These guys look like they're very deep when they catch that, but I think there's a lot more room there than we think. But I think if we were at some other parks, like maybe Bellingham or some places like that, that could have been a home run.
Yeah. Seemed like he got just a bit under it.
Just a bit.
Very
yes.
high.
Yes.
Allowed the left fielder to get there as Connery bats and swings through the first pitch. He's 0 for 1.
Yeah, I think that was a nice off-speed pitch that fooled him.
But we've slowly been seeing some better swings. As Connery will hit that one to DJ at second base. 2 away.
Come on, Grady. Grady, let's go, kid.
So another couple quick outs. He had 2 pitches and 2 outs to start the 3rd inning. And only about 4 pitches for the first 2 outs here. Grady Clark will bat next. And take a strike. Clark's 0 for 1.
Yeah, the only good thing about the outs, I guess, is they're making contact. So the balls are getting put in play like that one. Wow, what a great!
He just puts it into the glove of the shortstop. A nice play there by John Salem, and that was a wicked fast inning for Ben Price. All 3 batters put the ball in play, but they sent them right to the defense. And we go to the 5th. Game's flying by, 4-1 Lancers.
That was a nice play there by the Norton shortstop. He was playing in the right position. He was like cheating a little bit over towards second base, which is kind of where that ball was hit. And he was playing deep, and he backpedaled a couple of steps, took a jump, and was able to get to that ball. If he was playing more over towards third base, he may not be able to get to that. So good anticipation for him.
Yeah.
Determining where to go to make that a 1-2-3 inning for the Clockers.
Another quick rest for Bradica as he's right back out there. But he has settled in the last couple innings after the first couple he threw 4 total runs, but a couple scoreless in a row. He'll look to continue that.
Yeah, first inning was tough, and then he's just looked a lot better. He looked good during the first inning. I think he was just getting the balls right down the middle, and Norton was smart to jump out on that and just take advantage of it, and the balls just were hit in the gaps.
Face the heart of the lineup. It's 4, 5, and 6. Caldwell, Irish, and Lazan. Caldwell's 1 for 2. Drove home a run and scored.
What's Norton's record? I think MIA showed Norton was like 3 wins and 7 losses on the year.
On Game Changer, it says 4 and 7. So
okay, so they must have won the game during the week. A lot of it, though, is it's tough when you look at the records because a lot of it depends on who you've played.
Yeah.
Like Ashland has played some.
That one's fouled straight back. They've actually won 3 straight games.
Norton has, yeah. I mean, Ashland's actually, a lot of their wins are against teams with pretty poor records. I think except for Hopkinton. And the rest of the teams with the better records, they've lost. So
that's a strike.
So although Norton's 4 and 7, they may have just faced some very top tier teams.
Another foul ball straight back. And still 0-2.
Nobody hurt on that, which is good.
Yeah. 11 games into the season, still got plenty of time. 4 and 7 is not necessarily a bad record. And you still got, 9 games left, including this one. And if you're playing good opponents and losing, at least your strength of schedule stays, high. That weighs into some of the rankings.
Yeah, the way MIA ranks, it's based on strength of schedule, strength of the team you're playing, and the runs you put up, or run differential. So Norton could be 4 and 7 and be much higher rated than a team that's 10 and 2.
As that one's cracked into center field, a base hit. Second hit for Caldwell here on the afternoon. So got to 2 strikes.
Yeah, perfect placement on that line drive. Just over the second baseman's head and too short for Ian to be able to get to it. It just dropped in there for a base hit.
Seems like every time we have a game, it seems like there's always 2 guys who have the same last name. And that's the case. There's an Adam Caldwell who just got that hit. There's also an Evan Caldwell who is not in the lineup today, but you'd assume with a last name that's not as common that they are brothers. As he's going on the first pitch, that one is bounced there. It was a swing and a miss by Irish. but Caldwell will get into second base easily.
Yeah, he picked the right pitch to go on. That ball was in the dirt. Didn't have a chance to test Garo's arm there.
It's 0-1 to Irish. So if that goes down as a stolen base, Caldwell will be 5 for 5 on the season. That one knocks down Irish as he takes a seat. It's 1-1. Irish so far is 1 for 2.
Huge lead being taken on second base.
That one upstairs. Good job by Gaero to corral it. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Lefty batter, so second baseman is playing kind of into the gap right between second and first. So he's not holding him on, and shortstop running back.
Schreiber goes to cover, and Caldwell is back in there safely. We mentioned Chris Braddock always trying to keep his runners on their bases. Two and 1. Inside.
That was very inside.
So 3 balls and a strike. After a couple quick innings in a row for Braddock here. Looking to avoid letting first 2 runners reach. 3-1. Here's a strike.
There you go.
Good fastball. Count is full. As Irish will take a timeout.
A little too much time there.
Three-two, and Braddock will step off.
The runner on second base doing a good job of distracting pitcher.
Big pitch here from Braddock. 3-2 is poked foul into the woods. 3-2 will come once more.
That pitch looked high, but batters, it's 2 strikes. He just kind of fought that one off. Smart.
Another 3-2 from Braddock to Irish. That one is way inside and well high. And that ball by Gaera was thrown over the head of Braddock. And Messer will take time.
Yeah, good job by the infielders there to be aware of the ball getting thrown over the pitcher's head.
It looks like Braddock's day is done.
Yeah.
It will go to Connery. So Braddock, first 2 runners reach against him here. And it looks like he'll move to first, and we'll probably get LaRoe moving either to third base or the outfield. Yeah, so Ian McCoyne will move to third base, I believe. LaRoe goes out to center field to join LeMay and Turncliffe. And Braddock over to first as Connery will come in the game.
Fortunately, Connery's been warming up a little bit between innings, so he's had some nice practice throws there from third base as well over to first base. He's had some ropes thrown across, so it's not completely cold.
Yeah, he's only thrown 5 innings so far this season. I believe he pitched the game we did together first time, so we'll see him again.
It's important that these guys do get in and pitch, because if the team does make it in the playoffs, games come up very quickly, and you do need to have a deeper bench. If you come in with just a couple of pitchers, you may win a game, but you're not going to last very long. So it's you know, it's important to have a deep bench, and sometimes players aren't on that day. So, you know, you need to have people to fall back on. So you want to give these guys playing time, you know, during the year. He's got a nice gallery behind him watching him and kind of enjoying the game from the best seats in the house. The umpires decide that's enough warm-up.
Yeah. So it'll look like the official defensive changes. Clark will go from second to third. McCoyne will go in from center to second. Bradica from the mound to first. Connery from third to the mound. And LaRoe goes from first to center field. So just about everyone getting a new position for the Clockers.
Wow, put in one new player and 4 of the 5 players on the field change.
Caleb Luzon will bat. He's 0 for 2 so far. Caldwell's on second base. Irish is on at first. Nobody out here. Top of the 5th inning here for Norton. And Guerrero will go out to the mound.
Yeah, tough position for Connery to come in. Although he's not responsible for the 2 runners on the base. If you know they do score, he doesn't want them to score. But it's tough to come in and start your pitching, you know, with no outs and 2 runners already having spots in the infield.
Connery just trying to get communicated well with Guerrero.
There seems to be a little bit of a communication issue between.
First pitch, looks like they're going to try to lay down a bunt here. It's popped up and Bradica makes the catch. Oh, and he throws back to second, and it's wild.
You know, again, smart play there by Bradica to quickly throw over to second base, even though it wasn't a great throw. But another interesting call by the bench over here for Norton. 2 guys on base, no outs, and they're laying down bunts. I guess, you know, we're in the 5th inning. Maybe they're, you know, trying to eke out a couple more runs, insurance runs.
John Salem will bat, take a strike. Salem's 0 for 1. Did walk and score.
Nice breaking ball there by Connery.
Nothing in 1 here. From Connery. That hit him.
Hit the batter. And going for the breaking ball again, and the ball just didn't break. I think he got a little bit too far inside as well.
Second hit by pitch issued by Ashland pitching. And the second time Salem has reached. First time on a walk. Now a hit by pitch. Instead, the corner's in for Ashland.
Now, if the batter before didn't get out on the bunt and was on base, that would have scored a run.
DJ Compagnon will bat. He'll take a strike.
Nice pitch in the bottom inside corner there by Connery.
He's been hit by a pitch and also walked and scored. So he has almost the identical line of Salem. That one outside, and it's 1-1. Ground ball here, you look at the plate first, try to get that lead runner from scoring.
Infield in on the corners.
Here's the 1-1. That one spiked, it hit the front of the plate.
And that's going to score
and the
a run.
runner will score. Caldwell comes in easily from third, and it is 5-1. Actually, that is Henry Danubio, a pinch runner, who scores there.
Yeah, nothing Guerrero could have done on that pitch. The ball hit the front of the plate, and you said it bounced 20 feet over his head. There was no stopping that one.
Now a 2-1 count from Connery to Compagnon. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Nice pitch there. Yeah, first base is open.
Irish and Salem both took extra 90 feet, so second and third here with only 1 away. Norton is knocking on the door, trying to break this one open. That's a hot shot under the glove of Schreiber and into left field for a base hit. Irish will score from third on an RBI single from DJ Compagnon, and it's 6-1 Norton.
A little surprised the runner on second base didn't make his way over to third. I think, you know, I think he had his back turned, trying to get back to second base because he thought that ball was going to get stopped, and then by the time he turned around again, he didn't realize it was in the outfield. But otherwise, he could have easily been at third base.
As the first pitch is upstairs to Evan Ingram in the 9-hole. He's 0 for 2. So Schreiber was playing in on the grass there. That was a hot shot that just got under the glove.
Yeah, no bounce at all there. It's okay. That one just kind of.
That one's into center field. LaRoe will time it up and make the catch. Back to second base goes Salem, and that's out number 2 here in the 5th.
Yeah, fly ball hit right to LaRoe. Yeah, you know, a couple of steps in, and no chance at all for the runner on second base to tag up. If that runner had gone to third on the previous play, that could have been a close run. That definitely would have tested Ollie's arm.
That's a low strike there to Reagan.
Wow.
Jack Reagan is 1 for 3 at the top of the lineup.
Yeah, I think Connor's got to thank the umpire after the game there.
Buy him dinner.
So a nice breaking ball, but I think it broke very far outside. But hey, it's a strike.
Yeah, nothing in 1.
That's
a strike.
Nice strike.
Nothing in 2.
Okay, 1 strike away from getting out of this inning.
After a couple quick innings for Ashland pitching, this has been a long one. 0-2. It's a ground ball to short. Schreiber charges, sidearm to first in time. And that'll wrap it up.
That's the Michael Schreiber shortstop play that I'm used to seeing. That, you know, just professional looking, just coming in, grabbing the ball on the run, firing that bullet over to first base. That's the when I think of Schreiber, I think of that play.
But a big inning for Norton nonetheless, as they get 2 more runs, and now a 5-run deficit for Ashland.
Well, you know, 3 more at bats, 9 outs. Ashland could put 5 runs up, get this thing tied.
It'll be Turncliffe, McCoyne, and LaRoe, 8, 9, and 1, due up, and Price will head back out to the mound for a 5th inning of work. Like we said, he only averages about 4 innings a game on the season, but Ashland will see him for a 5th, and he's pitched very well. 5 strikeouts across 4 innings, just 1 hit, 1 run, and a couple walks. Those have all been in the last couple innings.
Yeah, Price is doing a great job today. You see, he has, you know, his command is phenomenal. He's just putting the ball all around the strike zone, mixing up the pitches very well. I say as he throws that one in the dark. It seems like every time I say something, whoever's out there just does something to make me a liar.
Jinxing him.
Still a nice night. No chance of rain, I don't think.
Yeah, it's been great.
Though it's darkening up. Maybe a drop. The birds chirping.
Feels like spring.
It feels like, yeah. Except for the gloomy look outside, it feels like spring.
Yeah.
But that seems to always happen in baseball season, April and May. It's just rainy, cold. It really makes you appreciate those couple of nice days you get. Monday, the Clockers will be in Millis, face the Mohawks, and then busy week next week. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Away at Millis, home here against Medfield, and home here against Hopkinton.
Yeah, that's a big chunk of your season right there, or at least the remaining part of your season. So, Turncliffe, lead off, and take a first pitch strike. He's 0 for 1. Price delivers the 0-1, is outside. So
Right on
ball
the
and a strike.
there, yeah. Yeah, this is only Ashland's second time through the order.
Yeah, just finishing it up. That one's low, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Ashland bench now is making some noise, which is nice to hear.
Definitely. That one just outside.
Yeah. Price, I think, already hit the corner. I hit the side of the strike zone on that one, but umpire calls it outside.
So Austin ahead 3-1. And that's a strike, so the count is full.
It's a nice fastball on the outside corner. See what he comes with here.
3-2. Ground ball to first. Nice play by Ferraro. He'll take it to the bag himself. Good swing from Turncliffe, but it is out number 1 for Price in the 5th.
Yeah, nice contact there by Austin, especially, 3-2 count. He's got to be quick. Gets bat on the ball, but just, again, luck of the bounce. If that went between the first baseman and second baseman, would have been a base hit, but it took a bounce right up into the first baseman's gloves to make it an easy play.
As Ian McCoy bats for the second time and takes a strike. 0-1 is swung on and missed. A little bit off speed there.
Yeah. So, again, smart pitching. Inside on the first pitch, low and away on the second pitch. Got some swinging.
And McCoy lines it into center field, a base hit. He fell down 0-2, but stayed alive.
Yeah.
And a nice piece of hitting there. Second hit for Ashland. Comes from your 9-hole hitter.
Yeah, fastball down the lower end of the plate, and McCoy just went down and got it. He was waiting for it.
So back to the top of the lineup. Ollie LaRoe will dig in. He's 0 for 1, but he walked last time. It started the string of good at-bats against Price back in the 3rd. And he'll take a strike. 0-1. Seemed a bit inside there.
Did seem a little bit inside. I want to check Ollie's quality of bat numbers. He seems like he's always takes the pitcher deep into the count.
He definitely does.
He's up 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 swings, and then doing things like this, taking timeouts and messing with the pitcher's head a little bit. He's a smart player.
Definitely. Behind 0-1 here. McCoy and leading off first. Comes the 0-1. That one's outside.
Come on, Ollie! Hey, Sticks!
Important inning here for Ashland.
Hey, Oliver!
Comes the 1-1. Ooh, a high strike. LaRoe did not agree. Very vocal. And now behind the count 1-2.
Yeah, Ashland just needs to get a couple of runs here, chip away at it. You don't have to get it all at once. Let's just get balls in play, make something happen.
Try to get into this Norton bullpen. You never know with bullpen pitchers what you're going to get, so.
That's a good point. Or to your point, we haven't seen Price go very deep into a lot of games, so, some pitchers slow down a lot after 50, 60 pitches. That was a nice pitch.
Strike 3. LaRoe did not agree with any of those strike calls, but he'll take a seat. 6th strikeout of the afternoon for Price. And there's 2 away in the home half of the 5th as Bradica will dig in.
That's what Price has been doing. He's painting the corner. He's pitches in the top of the zone, pitches in the bottom of the zone, very few down the middle. And the batters start looking up or looking down, trying to anticipate where it's going to be, and oftentimes you're wrong.
Bradica took a look at strike 1. Walked last time up. Coin still at first.
Price throwing over, trying to keep him in a little bit closer. He doesn't seem to have a very big lead.
As Bradica takes a close one, but it is a ball, so it's 1-1.
Hey, Chris!
Let's go, kid.
Bradica batting 500. It's great to see him battle this lefty on lefty.
He'll take
a good pitch.
pitch looked about the same spot. That one goes for a strike, and now behind the count 1-2. Looking to avoid striking out for the second time, and he does. High fastball from Price, and Bradica swings through it. That is strikeout number 7 after 5.
Again, the placement there by Price, a couple of pitches down and inside, like getting the inside edge for strikes, and then for the third strike going high, high top of the box and away, catches that corner, and it's very tough for a batter to be able to hit all over the place. A couple of words here now between the umpire and the Norton coach for some reason.
The Ashland first base coach.
Or Ashland first base coach. I don't know if he's complaining about balls and strikes, but that's the last thing you want to complain about during the game.
Yeah.
I think it just makes the umpire dig in a little bit to what they were doing, and depending upon how you say it, you start yelling at somebody, and that's forget it. You're not going to convince them. Have a respectful conversation. Maybe something will happen.
Price will lead it off at the plate after a good inning on the mound.
Yeah. Top of the 6, so Ashland will have a couple more opportunities. Try to get back up a little bit, while at the same time we have Norton trying to put a lot more runs on the board here. As you said too, the way MIAA rankings work, run differential is important. So, you do want to win, but you also want to see how many runs you can get up on the board to improve your rankings.
Definitely. So Connery will get back to work. Price will dig in the 2 holes, 2, 3, and 4 due up. He's 1 for 3, scored a run earlier. And Connery's ready with the first pitch, and that's a pop-up into center. That one's way back there, and LaRoe can't get it. It's over his head. Price will take the turn and hold at second, and LaRoe is down there on his knees in center field. Hope he's all right.
He turned around very awkwardly trying to get to that ball. That was one of the deepest balls I've seen hit in center field here, and LaRoe had to kind of run to his right while he's watching the ball and turn around and try to get it, and then he did fall awkwardly.
For a second off the bat, I thought it was just a routine pop-up, but obviously from this vantage point, it's tough to judge where a ball is going to go, but that one just kept carrying out there. LaRoe did give it a good effort, but it was a very awkward position that he attempted to make the play in. And Coach Messer now out in center field. We'll see if he's all right. A lot of guys on the bench in case, but it looks like he'll be all right.
Yeah, he was running to his right, and he catches with his left hand and trying to get his left hand up and around, running that way, and the ball was hit very high, and we have a very overcast day, so it makes it really hard to see the ball up in the sky, especially when it's hit that high.
Center field is one of the toughest positions that you can play. I mean, you're out there with a ton of real estate. You're not playing a foul line. You're not playing with any boundaries. You're responsible to make a lot of running catches. Sometimes can't get to them. Ezekiel Ferraro will bat as Gaira will talk again with Connery. So Price with his second hit, 2 hits at the plate, 5 innings on the mound. He's done a lot here for Norton. Big part of why they have a 5-run lead. Ferraro's 1 for 2. Also has a sacrifice bunt on the afternoon. Here's the first pitch. That's
Nice
a strike.
pitch.
Good fastball.
Always toughest for pitchers too when you have a runner on second base. It's always a blind spot for everybody. It's not like first base where you have your first baseman there holding the runner on. It's a little bit of a game.
It's a called strike there. Quickly, 0-2. Here to Ferraro.
Good job there by Finn getting ahead on the count after having a runner on second with no outs.
Here's the 0-2. That's a high fly into center. LaRoe is going back again, but he will settle under it and make the catch. Price will tag for third, and the throw is cut off by Schreiber on a hop. So a fly out, get the runner over to third for Norton with one away. And Adam Caldwell, the catcher, will dig in.
Yeah, very easy tag up there. That ball again was hit very deeply to right center field, and he just made the throw from there so long for Ollie that I don't think a professional major league center fielder would be able to get the ball to third base on that hit. So that was a great sacrifice fly.
Caldwell's had a great afternoon. He's been good behind the plate, 2 for 3 at the plate. He's scored a couple times. He also has an RBI. Chance for another one here. He takes upstairs. So 1 ball and no strikes from Connery to the cleanup man. Infield is in on the grass here for the Clockers. That one is outside. Good stop by Gaero, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, nice quick stop there by Gaero. That could have got by him. It was down and away.
Price inches down the line. 2-0 is a strike. Good pitch there. Caught the outside corner.
That was a good pitch. Umpire really slow on it. Jumping up with his ball and strike calls.
2-1. And that was a timeout called there by Caldwell. A little bit of a late one as Connery was ready to go into the stretch there.
Yeah, very, very late. Connery had to hold up. He was actually beginning the pitch.
That's strike 2. And the count is even. Seems like every time the umpire calls a strike, he's saying strike 3, the way he says it. It is 2-2.
Norton players going to have to gargle tonight with salt water. I mean, I think their throats are going to be all scratchy from screaming all game.
As that one's fouled away onto the turf, and it remains 2-2.
Norton players get excited about whatever happens.
2-2 to Caldwell. That's a ball in the dirt, and the count is full. Three balls, 2 strikes from Connery to Caldwell. It's ball 4.
That one's high.
And that is the 3rd time in 4 plate appearances that Caldwell will reach first base. And that'll send up the 5-hitter, Logan Irish. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah! 1-3-5. 1-3-5.
And Norton has continued to be just what we expected in terms of the hits. They've all been singles. Actually, sorry, we saw the double from Price, but was it a total of 7 hits? Only 1 extra base hit. They continue to just as the runner is going to head for second there, the throw is in time. A great job by Connery, great awareness. He looked over to third, and that's when Caldwell took off.
Yeah, that was just not very good base running. I mean, if you do that, you want to score the guy from. If you're going to get yourself out at second, you want to make sure the guy on third gets home.
That was actually Henry Danubio who tried to take second there. He's been pinch running for Caldwell, the catcher.
Yeah, he kind of made that break between kind of the pitch, so it wasn't the right time to go. He thought that he would, catch Finn sleeping, but the whole team yelled at Finn that he's going, and he turned around and it was kind of an easy out there at second.
Irish with a fly ball into center, but right at LaRoe. Makes the catch, and it is middle of the sixth here at the middle school. 6-1 Lancers.
A costly mistake there by Norton to send that runner and have him get out, because that deep hit right there would have scored the runner from third.
Definitely.
So they just gave a run back to Ashland. Some questionable bunting situations or running situations that's certainly helping Ashland, but Ashland needs to do themselves a favor and get some runs on the board. They got 2 more innings to be able to do it, and see what happens. You watching the game tonight?
Oh, Celtics? Celtics? Oh, yeah.
What other game is there?
They better win, I'll tell you that.
What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like they can't close out a game at home when they're favored to do so, but I think they get it done. I think that they'll come with an energy of, like, let's get this done. We don't need to face elimination, especially in a first-round game. You're heavily favored to win the East over all the other teams. But every series in the Eastern Conference is at three games to 2.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot of close, evenly matched series, and it's going to be interesting to see who comes out in the East for sure.
Yeah, it's interesting. The teams that are down 3-1, it's do or die. They have to win the game.
Yep.
The teams that are up 3 it'd be nice if we win, but I think, like you say, once you get to 3-2. You don't want to go to 3-3.
Yeah,
you don't want that to happen. So now I think you get these teams buckling down a little bit more, and it's going to make it a much more competitive game.
And tomorrow night, the Bruins game 6, they won at the Celtics' expense in their game 5
right.
to keep that series going. It was a overtime win. It's been an interesting series. The Sabres are a very talented team. It's been a lot of blowouts, but.
Yeah, I think the Bruins, if they played such a different game in Game 2 and Game 5. They just look like a different team. Games, 1, 3, 4, they
were scoring.
Yeah, they just weren't. No forecheck. They weren't being aggressive. In Games 2 and 5, they were just, they turned on the Jets, and they were playing hard.
And they still have yet to really get going on their power plays. It seems like a lot of times when they get a power play, they'll get worse shots than you'd expect, like from a team that is a 5-on-4. And then the Sabres come back to full strength, and all of a sudden they're getting looks, and you're like, where were those during our 5-on-4?
Right.
Go, Mike.
But we have 2 nights in a row of fun games.
And hopefully both teams can get the wins, and hopefully some second-round playoffs, as Schreiber will lead it off against Price in the 6th and take a high strike.
High but tremendously fast fastball.
And he's still pumping here in the 6th. He's already thrown 67 pitches. Schreiber will pop it straight up.
That was a little off
That
speed.
is out of play.
I think if you reeled back a little bit, you could have had that.
Yeah. It's a race between 2 of the bench players. Who's going to get the ball? 0-2. Another one fouled away as that one heads to the turf. Jackson Van Beek comes away with the ball.
He wins.
He wins the race to the foul ball there. Schreiber takes a ball. It's 1-2.
There you go, Price again. A couple of balls up high, fastballs. He goes a little bit with an off speed down bottom corner, trying to paint that corner to get the strike.
1-2. Schreiber will just chop it into the ground, but it'll go foul.
Good AP, Mike.
He's fouling off a lot of pitches here. He's seeing them.
Good job by the catcher. You know, the helmet came right off. He's down the line in case that ball went there, rather than just, you know, kind of assuming that it's going to be a foul ball. Yeah.
1-2 from Price. That one's low, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Schreiber, Mermelstein, and LeMay are the 3 due up here as the Ashland Clockers are down to their final 6 outs this afternoon. 2-2. That one's crushed down the left field line. Way back. It's down. Schreiber peppered it into the corner, and he'll have a double. The left fielder, Caleb Zahn, gave it a really good run for it.
He did give it a
That
good
ball
run.
was crushed by Schreiber.
Dude, that was a great hit. Like, he landed just inside the line. Like I said, tonight with the gray skies, it's more difficult for these outfielders to see these balls, especially those more sharply hit balls that are hit, you know, with just gray sky behind them. They don't have as much time to figure out where they are and get under them. But great hit there by Michael Schreiber.
As Mark Mermelstein swings and misses at the fastball, he's had a rough time so far. He's 0 for 2 with a couple strikeouts. He's yet to really find his swing on the fastball. And obviously could be an effective batting lefty-lefty as he swings and misses again, and it's quickly 0-2.
Mark's coming off an injury from football. He's looks like he's fully recovered now, but you know, he played a little bit slow at the beginning of the season.
As he takes a ball, and it's 1-2. You need to take advantage of the leadoff extra base hit, especially down 5. You don't want to have to score all 5 of those runs in your last inning. The last couple games, Ashland's offense has been dormant. As that's a hard ground ball. Oh, what a play there by the second baseman, Compagnon, and as he gets it over to first, Schreiber gets down to third. Wicked hop there.
Yeah, good job. Sacrifice base hit. And yeah, this infield is just strange. You don't. you have to be cat-like as an infielder here. You don't know where the ball is going to go when it hits the grass. Let's see if LeMay could get a base hit or sacrifice outfield hit to get the runner in.
He'll foul away the first pitch. 0 for 2. Schreiber 90 feet away with 1 out. And it certainly looks like Price could go the distance here. 0-1. Outside.
Ashland bench now coming alive a little bit in this inning. Now they're smelling blood a little bit, trying to at least get a run on the board, if not more.
It's 1 ball and 1 strike to LeMay. Fouled straight back off the backstop, and it's 1-2.
Let's go, G.
Let's go. Let's go, Jake.
Price ahead 1-2. Third base in on the grass as LeMay fouls it away.
You're on it, come on.
Yeah, knowing Price, he's going to be painting those corners. He's going to he's hitting a count. He's not going to give him anything juicy to hit. Unless he makes a mistake. We'll see balls away and inside and down.
That's
like that
a
one.
Strike 3.
That one right on the outside edge of the box.
Another close call there from home plate umpire. 8th strikeout.
Yeah, I think unfortunately as a hitter in this game, I would have learned from this umpire that I swing at anything that looks like it's
Anywhere close
to that box. And, it may technically be a ball outside, but I'm swinging at it to protect.
Connery 0 for 2. Head 1-0 here. And Ashland looking to avoid squandering a leadoff extra base hit. So that one looked like a perfect pitch, but it's 2-0. Not sure where that one missed.
Right.
Here we go, Connery.
2-0. Ground ball foul down the first baseline.
You're right on it. You're a little better.
The Ashland team timing their screams for right when Price is at the end of his windup, trying to throw him off.
When a pitcher's going good, that's about all you can do. Try to get in his head.
Yeah.
Schreiber had a great swing against him to start the inning. Sitting at third. 2 balls and 1 strike. That's low, and the count is 3-1.
Come on, Finn, win it up.
3 balls and 1 strike from Price. Inside, that one actually hit him.
Yeah.
Hit the elbow guard.
Yeah, I think
Didn't matter, would have been ball 4.
Yeah, it would have been ball 4 anyway. Our coach is coming out to talk to Price.
Second base runner of the inning.
I'd be shocked if he pulls him. I mean, he's still throwing with great velocity and great control. Probably just talk to him about the Ashland bench, who are, you know, screaming right at his delivery.
Yeah, it's still a 5-run lead. He hasn't even given up a run in this inning. He is approaching 90 pitches on the afternoon. Clark will dig in. 7-hole, 0 for 2. A big chance here. Drive in Schreiber. A couple of runners on. We'll see if Connery takes off for second to get another runner scoring position. That's strike 1. I wouldn't be surprised if Connery was sent here, because if a hit comes, be able to get 2 runs.
Right.
Clark is quickly down 0-2 as he flails at the off speed.
Right. Yeah, you need 5 runs to tie, so the last thing you want to do is get your runner picked off here. If it was a closer game, you might take the chance, but
That one is fouled away. Good spoil by Clark. Still 0-2.
yeah, Price ahead on the count is very tough because he's not going to give you anything juicy down the middle. Everything's going to be just out of the zone.
0-2. It's a ground ball foul down the first baseline.
Let's go, Abe. Here we go, Clark. Come on, Grady. Let's go, buddy. Here we go, Abe.
Once again, I feel like we've been in this spot several times. You've announced
0-2. Swing and a miss.
Off speed, down and away.
As Price struts off the mound with 9 strikeouts through 6, screaming and hyped up with his teammates. And we are going to the last inning. 6-1 Norton.
Yeah, Price is having a game. I mean, he's putting on a pitching clinic here. He's just great control. He's got an amazing fastball, but he knows how to throw that changeup and mix the pitches in a way that makes it very difficult for the batters. So yeah, he's just doing a great job. Well, Ashland will have one more chance. Let's see if they're going to have to score 5 runs to tie it or more based on what happens here.
And I assume Price will come out for the 7th.
Yeah, I think
especially with a 5-run lead like this and how dominant he's been. 9 strikeouts, chance to get the double digits and finish off a very good quality start and get the win.
I agree. And if I'm the coach, unless he tells me his shoulder hurts or he's got an elbow problem or something where he doesn't feel he's right to go next, then he's back.
And in his first 4 appearances, this would actually be his first win. He's 0-1 on the year.
Wow.
But came in with an ERA at 1.71.
Wow.
And most likely dropped that down significantly. Only
That's
giving
amazing.
up 1 run so far.
That's amazing. A 1.71 ERA and only have won 1 game.
Lost 1 game.
Oh,
yeah.
so only you'll lose 1. Okay.
0-1 the record
That's
for him.
crazy. That is crazy.
And obviously that isn't just on the pitcher. 3 no decisions obviously means that your offense didn't produce enough for you while you were on the mound. But they certainly have produced today.
Yeah, frustrating to pitch that well and not have the wins to show for it.
But looking like he'll get a win today.
I think we do have somebody warming up for Norton, maybe just in case.
Yeah, that looks like it is Logan Irish, another lefty.
Yeah, but he's their second best pitcher, so I don't think Ashland's going to get any advantage here if Logan Irish comes in to throw
Definitely not. But it'll be Caleb Luzon to lead it off. 6, 7, and an 8 due up here in the 7th. First pitch is skied towards the dugout, and it scatters the Norton players. Nothing in 1. Comes the 0-1. That's low. Ball and a strike.
Low and away. Dusk is falling. It's getting a little bit dimmer outside here.
Yep. 1 ball, 1 strike. Is grounded to third, but foul.
And that ball was bouncing all over the place down there. The third baseline is very uneven. The clock over there on third base is looking to field it. He's like watching the ball, thinking like, I have no idea where this ball is going to go.
So ball and 2 strikes here to Luzon. Connery delivers upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. A fly ball out of play. Still 2-2.
Funny, the Norton bench is really loud, and they quiet down a little bit, like when the pitcher's about to pitch.
Not Ashland.
The Ashland bench is like a little bit loud, and they start screaming when the pitcher's about to pitch.
2 balls and 2 strikes again. That one bounced, and the count is full.
Yeah, that one got away from Finn. Suddenly a full count.
3 balls, 2 strikes from Connery. That's a fly ball into left center field.
That's very playable.
And LaRoe is there for it. Connery gets out number 1.
Yeah, unlike the one where Ollie went down, that one he came in on, so the ball was in front of him the whole time. Same thing, you know, going from his left to his right, but able to get under it and make an easy out there.
Salem will bat next. He's 0 for 1. He's walked and scored, or brought home a run. First pitch is a ball.
And a dirt again. All the other activities here at Ashland Middle School are completed. All the other sports activities, softball game, and some frisbee practice, and who knows what else is going on.
As it's 2 balls and no strikes to Salem. The final inning of this one. Clockers looking to avoid a 6-5 record, as that's a strike. And obviously 6-5 is not a bad record, but one that the Clockers probably aren't satisfied with.
That's a strike, wow.
It's 2-2.
Good job Finn there, battling back from 0-2 to 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3. Salem could not believe it. Had a look of shock in his eyes, but it is strike 3, and that is out number 2. 2 up, 2 down here for Finn Connery.
Yeah, that did look out of the zone down the bottom, but we'll take it.
Connery plays DJ. Compagnon will take a strike, 0-1. Clockers will have Turncliffe, McCoy, and LaRoe, 8, 9, and 1. So that one's upstairs. And for now, it looks like 5 runs is the amount they'll need to try to keep this game going.
Oh, only 5 runs.
Only 5 runs. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there from Connery, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, nice off-speed pitch.
Connery's looked pretty good out of the bullpen so far. Trying to finish up 3 innings of relief work. 1-2 is outside. One ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball to Schreiber at short. Takes another high hop, but he gets it over in time to retire the side. We're 7th inning stretch here. As the Clockers are down to their final 3 outs. And it looks like Price will come out for the 7th. 6-1 Lancers.
Yeah, kind of surprising. Price to come out. He was pitching really well, but you know, maybe he isn't that Price?
That is, yes.
Okay.
So Turncliffe, McCoy, LaRoe.
What's that base thumping?
I have no idea.
Somebody's got some powerful base in their car. So have you done your promposal?
Oh yes, definitely. I have, yes.
Was it unnerving a little bit, or no?
Just you know, get it over with.
Yeah. And once you come up with the idea, it's just kind of executing on it, right?
Just making sure it doesn't look stupid.
When's the prom?
May 8th, next Friday.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of schools do a senior prom, but Ashland just does the junior one.
Right.
So.
That's nice. The senior's got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
You know, give something to the juniors.
A lot of the seniors end up going to, just, you know, as friends.
True.
Just, you know, because they want to go one more time.
Yeah, I did see there's a lot of seniors and a lot of sophomores that are going to this one. A good mix. The junior class likes to date up and down.
Oh yeah. It looks like next Friday. Let's see. It's 52 degrees in Ashland. It says a little rain, but still a little whiles away.
Yes, the next game Monday, Ashland plays Millis, who is 0-7.
Wow.
But then they face Medfield. It's 8-2. You know, very strong team, number 4 in TVL. And then they go to Hopkinton, who they actually had their first win again, first game of the season. They beat Hopkinton. Hopkinton's actually a D1 team and doing pretty well at 6-4. So that'll be a challenge. They have hopefully an easier game, and then maybe a couple of challenging games coming up over next week.
And hopefully these games can propel them into the playoffs.
Right. And no game Friday, so everybody could attend the prom.
Yes. So Austin Turncliffe will lead it off. Ashland down to their final 3 outs against Price, who has thrown 6 innings of 1-run ball with 9 strikeouts, seeking double digits. First pitch is a strike on that fastball that looks like it hasn't lost a tick since that first inning.
No. Price is throwing great.
Quickly delivers the 0-1, and it's weakly on the ground to first. Ferraro will toss, and good. Oh, the ball's dropped. Ferraro tossed it to Price, who was covering, and it looked like Turncliffe ran into Price, and the ball came loose. It was another one of those bang-bang plays. We saw that earlier.
That's the second time we saw kind of a missed toss there at first base, an error leading to Ashland runner making to the base. That it should have been an out.
Wasn't pretty, but Ashland has the leadoff man aboard for McCoy, who's 1 for 2, singled last time. And that one gets away. Turncliffe will head for second. He'll jog in there. So a pass ball allows Turncliffe to advance 90 feet, and it's 1-0 to McCoy.
That's why you always need to get the ball in play. You just never know what's going to happen on any hit. Any infield hit could be an error. Turn into a runner getting on base.
This is Price's 95th pitch of the afternoon, and that's a strike. Top of the lineup. Due up next with LaRoe waiting on deck. Good to see him still in this game after hurting himself earlier. 1-1. That one gets away as well. Turncliffe will take another 90 feet.
Yeah, Price, this may be it for Price. I mean, they, like you said, they have Irish, who's a great pitcher, already warmed up. And I think they're going to,
we'll see. You know, meeting on the mound with just the catcher here as Caldwell talks it over. We will see. Irish is out there in right field. He's been there. It's 2-1. 2 pass balls in this at bat have allowed Austin Turncliffe to jog up from first all the way to third.
Yeah, the coach may just give Price this batter to see what he does.
McCoy gets it up the middle, slowly rolled, and the throw is in time.
But it does score the run. A nice sacrifice, slow rolling infield hit that kind of died in the grass of the infield. But it did score Turncliffe.
It looks like they will let Price face the top of the lineup. Still a 4-run game, so base is empty here. Ashland down to their final 2 outs, but 2 big outs. Ollie LaRoe and Chris Bradica. That's a strike.
And the run won't be an earned run for Price because the runner got out there on an error. And advanced on errors.
Yeah. 1-1 to LaRoe.
Yeah, Price looking to finish this thing out. Ashland, of course, looking to get some runners on base, get some life in this thing. 4 runs is a lot.
2 balls and 1 strike to LaRoe.
Here we go, Sticks. Let's go, Ollie. Come on, kid. No one better. Let's go, Larry.
Hey, Sticks!
Here comes the 2-1. That one's upstairs. The count is 3-1.
It's funny, unlike other sports where you're up by 4 runs, like right towards the end of the game, and the clock's ticking down, you kind of know you're going to win the game.
Yeah.
Baseball, you know, until that last run happens, you don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
There you go.
LaRoe takes ball 4. That is the 3rd walk issued by Price. And they're going to pinch run for LaRoe. He still seems to be grimacing a little bit after taking a tumble in center field. And Jackson Van Beek will come and pinch run for LaRoe as he limps off the field. Doesn't seem to be 100% at all.
Really interesting to see what happens with Price here on the mound.
Lefty-lefty against Bradica. He's had Bradica's number. He's walked him, but Bradica is 0 for 2 with a couple Ks. That's ball 1.
Pitcher certainly has the advantage now that we're getting into the twilight, and it is harder to see and harder to pick the ball up. And you know, whatever advantage he may have had before, it's doubled now.
2 balls and no strikes. Price is well over 100 pitches now. So we'll see how long the leash is now with a runner on first. 2 balls and no strikes. Schreiber's on deck. That one hit him.
Yeah, Price is going to come out.
That one came in, and it looks like that'll do it.
Yeah.
Pitching coach will come out to the mound. We'll see. Hasn't made a point yet. And actually, doesn't look to be a pitching change. Just looks like a mound visit. You think with the way they are leaving him in, they may have been taxed from other games, and they needed a strong start. They'd rather not have a guy come in and just get a couple outs and have to take a couple days off from throwing.
Yeah.
And rather just let Price throw his pitches this week and try to secure this win. Schreiber's at the dish here with 2 on and 1 out. He's had a great afternoon. He's 2 for 3. He doubled last time. He had that towering drive to left. And the farthest hit balls we've seen. First pitch is well upstairs. They do have Mermelstein on deck, who's had a very tough time seeing the ball from Price today.
It's true.
And wondering if that's something that the coaches are taking into account, is that he's had success against some of the guys in this lineup, but Schreiber has had his number.
Yep.
And Beeks at second, Bradica is at first. It's 2-0, and that one gets away. Van Beek heads for third, he'll be in there. Down to second goes Bradica. It's 2-0 to Schreiber, and things starting to get interesting here.
Again, shocking that Price is being left in. You know, he looked tremendously strong coming into the last inning here, but after these balls in the dirt, the walks, the hit batter.
2-1. Corners are in here for Norton. Hit could make it a 2-run game. It's deep enough. 2-1. It's ball 3.
Another ball that was getting, yeah.
Seems like we've mentioned Mark Mermelstein in the home run a few times today, and if Schreiber was to get on base, that would send a tying run to the plate. Schreiber into shallow center. It drops. It's a base hit.
That's going to score 2.
Just 1.
No.
Van Beek will score. Down to third goes Bradica. He waited for it. He didn't know if it was going to drop. And now that will most likely do it.
Yeah, that'll be it for Price. Now coach is realizing that change should have been made a few batters ago.
So Logan Irish will walk in from right field. Another lefty will come to the mound to face Mermelstein. He was the walk-off hero against Wayland. He's the tying run here with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th.
And Price getting a round of applause. Great performance by Price.
It was.
But yeah, you get up to 100 pitches. Even as a high school student, you start. You slow down. You get tired.
110 pitches.
Yeah. He should have been out at like 3 batters ago. But probably wanted to complete a game. There's a lot of other reasons to keep somebody in.
Still in line for the win. Logan Irish will make his 7th appearance of the year. He's 3-2 with a 3.15 ERA. Like you said, he's been their second best pitcher. He's thrown 20 innings, and he struck out 23 batters. He's only walked 3 batters.
Wow.
And that's a lot of the base runners lately for Ashland have been via the base on balls, and this is a guy who doesn't walk many, so we'll see.
He's only walked 3 batters in how many innings?
20 innings.
Wow.
Yeah.
Looks like he has a good mix of pitches there.
Yeah.
See some fastballs, some changeups, curveballs.
But Mermelstein probably is pretty glad to see Price off the mound. Had a tough time against him. A couple strikeouts and a ground out. Another lefty though, but change of scenery.
Right.
Most likely doesn't throw as hard as Price did with the fastball.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything come in the way at the speed that Price had been throwing earlier in the game.
We'll most likely see Jake LeMay as well, barring a rare double play. But here we go.
The Irish also has a little bit of a different delivery pitch with his arm, a little bit more sidearm, not as tall, doesn't come from the top the way Price was. So batters will have to adjust to that after they've gone through 6 innings of pitching one way.
Schreiber at first, Bradica at third. 6-3 in the 7th. 1 out for the Clockers. Mermelstein digs in.
Let's go, Mark!
See if Irish is as accurate in this inning as he's been.
That's just outside. And Mark Mermelstein ahead in the count.
And it continues to get darker.
It does.
Every minute that goes by, every moment we take,
That's a strike. 1-1.
Yeah, every time this umpire calls a strike, it sounds like he's saying strike 3.
It does.
I don't know what he's saying,
Yeah.
but it's a chirp that sounds like. Oh, nice break.
And that
beautiful
is
breaking ball
a
there.
perfect pitch. 1 and 2. Mermelstein has to protect here. LeMay on deck. 1 and 2 to Mermelstein. Here comes. Swing and a miss. He was way out in front of that off-speed pitch. His 3rd K today. And the Clockers are down to their final out.
You know, it's funny, Irish reminds me a little bit of Grumbaum. You know, it's like he's not a large presence like you expect top pitchers to be, these big overpowering guys, you know, like Price throwing these fastballs. Yeah. But he's just got a great command and a great mix of pitches, and he's just very smart about, you know, breaking balls, off-speed pitches, fastballs, and just tremendously accurate. At least that's my assessment from
I agree.
one batter.
2 balls and no strikes to LeMay here. 0 for 3 on the afternoon. The game continues. Finn Connery waiting on deck.
The runners at the corners don't seem to be going anywhere.
As that's an off-speed pitch dropped in. 2 balls and 1 strike to LeMay.
Yeah, this is a great combination. After, you know, putting Price in with his just rocket fastballs, to have Irish come in with this.
As LeMay shoots it to right. Over the head of the right fielder.
Right fielder just totally misjudged that.
Coming around third to score is Schreiber.
And then misses on the throw.
2 RBI double for Jake LeMay. Man, he has been clutch this season. And the Clockers have made it a 1-run game and hold the phone.
Great job there by Jake LeMay. What a hit to right field. The right fielder just had no idea where that ball was. Again, you know, we talk about the advantage to the pitcher playing in this dark, hazy, you know, sky behind you, but for the outfielders, it's horrible. And then not only did he miss it, but then he fell down and couldn't get the throw in time.
And it looks catchable if he backed up, but he stayed there.
Right.
As Connery takes the ball. So now the tying run in scoring position. And a lot of pressure on Connery here is 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch last time, and a hit could tie it. 1-1. And even if this score does hold, a great effort by Ashland, facing a great pitcher, to put the pressure on and try to come back. 2-1. And if it was to get to the next batter, it's the freshman, Grady Clark, and what a big spot that would be. As Price looks on, his win holding on for its life. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Great eye there by Finn. I mean, these are great breaking balls. They're coming right down the middle and then falling out, and he's not biting on them. He's, you know, just great discipline there.
Ball 4. Connery reaches for his 2nd straight plate appearance. And here we go. Grady Clark digging in. The freshman. 0 for 3.
Tying run on second, go-ahead run on first. The winning run, I should say, is on first base.
And a walk here could put that tying run 90 feet away and the winning run into scoring position. First pitch. Here's a strike. Good off-speed there from Irish.
Great breaking ball. From the Clark on his heels. Yeah, lefty on lefty, those breaking balls look like they're coming at your face,
yep.
And then they drop in. It's
0-1 is outside. Austin Turncliffe waits on deck. You've got to just put yourself in the Ashland player's shoes. So much weighing down. That was a strike. Messer doesn't agree, neither does Clark. That one almost came in and got him. And that was a strike.
Yeah, you know, it's a breaking ball.
Yeah.
I think it came in, and from the umpire's perspective, it looked like it caught to the plate, but for Clark 100% thought it was a ball and didn't like the call.
1-2. Swing and a miss.
Strikes him out.
And the game is over, and Norton hangs on by a thread to to win a final score of 6-5, and they get their 5th win of the season. The Clockers get their 5th loss. It was close.
What an effort there at the end. I mean,
It was.
A lot of credit to this team for coming back and battling in the bottom of the 7th inning, getting the tying run on second, and just a hit or an error or just a pass ball away from potentially tying this game and then maybe ultimately winning it. But I mean, hats off to has to go to Norton for winning the game and Price.
Price.
What
Excellent.
a pitching job he did. He definitely wins player of the game.
Definitely.
I mean,
Oh yeah. And a couple hits at the
we
plate
both vote
too.
for him. Yeah, a couple hits at the plate. I mean, he had his team behind him. Obviously, they had hits too, but he was the one behind the win today. And we knew he'd be tough, and he was.
Clockers 6-5 now on the season. We'll have the weekend off before they'll host Dedham on Monday. So entering a big part of this season here, trying to avoid getting back down to 500. But the final score from the middle school today, 6-5 Lancers. They get the win. It was a pleasure to do another game with you, Mr. Tubin.
Yeah, same
Thank you
here,
very much.
Same here.
Another great game.
Yeah, I don't know when we're back together again, but I don't know
Hopefully
if it's next week or the
sometime
week
soon.
after,
Yeah.
but I know there's a couple of games coming up,
Definitely.
so yeah, look forward to that.
And that's about it for us on WACA-TV. Final score, Norton 6, Ashland 5. Have a good night.
Yeah, good night, everybody.